3, 2.
Hello, my name is Wayne Linsey, from Atlanta, Georgia, and Washington, D.C. Combination of both places. Those are my two homes. Been in Los Angeles, California since January 5th, 1983. So I've actually lived here longer than any other city in my life, but I'll always be from those two cities. Those are my joints, okay? I'm a keyboardist, producer, songwriter. I play a few other instruments as well, drums, bass, and guitar, percussion. Don't really mess with the wind instruments. I tried a few of them, but didn't stick with them, you know. But I love music, and it's what I do. It's my life. I'm of the belief that our gifts are given to us for a purpose, and mine is to make a positive contribution to the planet through my writing and through my gift in general. My gift is not a testimony to me, but to God. And what He can do. I mean, He could have given my gift to anybody else, and then I'd be just, doing something else. Maybe He'd give me another gift, but the one He gave me, I'm really excited about because it's allowed me to lead a really different lifestyle. One that has pretty much been supported by my talents, and that's a blessing. Can't beat that with a stick. I've got a chance to travel the world multiple times with various people, Stevie Wonder and Whitney Houston and Randy Crawford and Babyface and others, Maze, of course, Maze people, Frankie Beverly. And it's nice to be able to see the planet, to go to South Africa and see the Berlin Wall before it came down, and all these places, to see Hiroshima where they dropped a bomb and actually walk through the museum. And all this stuff has been really cool, cool part of my career. I'm also in the Ricky Minor band. Ricky Minor and I go back all the way to 1983 when I first moved to California. My drummer in my band at Howard University, Land Richards, had moved here a little earlier. And he and Ricky were doing a fashion show at USC, and they needed a keyboardist, and Land recommended me to Ricky, and so we met on the gig actually, and we played together. And we've been working together and been close friends for all those years. I joined Whitney Houston in 1989 when he took over as a musical director, which was another blessing in my life, because I got a chance to work with one of the true, just once in a lifetime performers in Whitney Houston. People like her don't come along very often, and to be up and close and personal and a part of her career and a part of her legacy, as short-lived as her life was, in hindsight, nobody at that time knew that it wouldn't just last forever. But to be there and be a part of it was another true blessing in my life. I cherish that association, and I'm proud to be, her accompanist, one of them. She had several, but I'm definitely a big part of it. And so anyway, post Whitney Houston, Ricky and I continued to work together, and we did American Idol, and left when the Tonight Show called, and I was also fortunate enough to be a part of the last Jay Leno Tonight Show band ever. And when he retired, then we ceased to be the Tonight Show band and went back to being just the Ricky Minor band. And we're back on American Idol. And so we've done that now for the last 2 seasons. We have 1 season coming up left to do. I'm sure you all know that American Idol is ending after 15 years. The show had a good run, and it's a lot of fun to do. And so we'll see, who ends up being the next and last American Idol coming up. On a personal note, I released my Song Without Words album late 2009, maybe early 2010. And that was my first solo project. It took me a long time to do and get done, in the midst of doing all the other things that I do. And so I'm pretty proud of that record. I did it independently, and it came out around the same time we started Leno, so it didn't really allow me a lot of time to promote it. Excuse me. But for those of you who do have it, thanks for the support. And a lot of people seem to like it. Did another album with my ex-wife, Linsey at the time. Name of the group was Linsey. On the album was Perfect Love, came out in '91 on Virgin Records. And we still have a lot of fans from that release as well. But right now, I'm most excited about the upcoming release of my Christmas album, which is yet to be named, but it's Wayne's Christmas album. But it ends up being that, it ends up being the name. No, it won't. But anyway, the album features Teddy Campbell on drums and Chuck Berghofer on bass, and we cut the whole thing here. It's a straight-ahead jazz trio album, and I'm really excited about it. We cut 12 songs in one day. We did it all live. And also featured on the record is my sister-in-law, Bridget Bryant. She sang 2 songs. And on one of those, Kevin McCard is also on percussion. And Carlito Del Porto, I believe it's pronounced, is on bass on that one song. And Chuck is on upright. This is Teddy's first swinging jazz album that he's done. And so he's excited about it as well, because he got to play, a little differently than most people are used to hearing him play. I was really led to do this project because of my jazz background. When I first moved to Los Angeles and I started doing sessions, recording, I was a youngster, 21 years old, and I'm playing with all these seasoned guys, and I would sit down and do a lot of stuff. Guys, yo, man, don't let them hear you play jazz, they won't call you anymore, I was like, I'm not gonna hide who I am, call me or you don't call me. When the red light goes on, I play what's needed for the record. So I never stopped really playing jazz, but I haven't really been heard playing jazz either because, most of the things I do don't really call for that style of playing. Although once I did do Guess Who I Saw Today with Nancy Wilson on the UNCF tribute to Quincy Jones. I did get a chance to stretch out and play some jazz with her. And but for the most part, it doesn't happen. Done some jazz stuff with Chaka too in preparation for her jazz album, but that stuff's not released. But anyway, this is a real jazz album. It's acoustic piano. The piano I played is a 105-year-old Steinway 7B that was played by Scott Joplin, and Oscar Peterson recorded on it. It was on Elvis Records. Duke Ellington recorded on it. Fats Waller, a lot of prominent players. So it had a lot of spirit in the piano, and I just like the soul of the piano. Well, the only drag is that I played it so long and so hard that day that the later recordings, or you can hear the piano going out of tune a little bit. But that's life, and that's jazz. And so I'm excited about the record. I think it's a good record, and I'd like to get a chance to do some touring on it this Christmas. I need to actually start calling now and see if I can get that happening, because I'd like to come to your city and some other cities as well. But that's kind of what's going on. Also, I'm excited about the upcoming release of what's known on the underground as the Rubber Band Sessions, which are the unreleased recordings that were done with Miles Davis. And I think we did this in 1985, 86 maybe. But it ended up turning into Tutu. The stuff that we did, they didn't like it for whatever reason. Tutu's a great album, so I'm glad that album did get made. But anyway, our stuff is around, and they decided to release it. And I wrote 2 of the songs that are a part of it. One's called Wrinkle, and one's called It's Not a Waste of Time. That ended up being sung by Bill Withers on my Virgin release. And so I sang it on the Miles recording, which would be nice. I'm not a singer or anything, but Miles and I sat down together, and I pretty much played everything. And then he said, "Sing it." I said, "Okay." So I did, and he played trumpet, and it was a nice experience. So anyway, that stuff is coming out soon, and in the near future. And You can get my music on iTunes under Wayne Linsey. One thing you have to remember when you're Googling me or looking for me on Facebook, any of that kind of stuff, excuse me, my name does not have a D in it anywhere. So it's Linsey, Wayne Linsey, Wayne. So you can find me on Instagram at Wayne Linsey. Twitter is the same handle, at Wayne Linsey. Facebook, I have a Facebook band page basically that I need some more likes on. So go and please like me. My friend list is up to the limit. They only let me have 5,000. So you can find me in those places. And the Christmas album will definitely be on iTunes. And you can go to my website as well, WayneLinsey.com. And there's a lot of info about me and my career and what it is I do. And so that's kind of it in a nutshell. This is a DC Nitlife exclusive.